threw up all in my overcoat.
She was the daughter of a councillor.
It'll have to be dry cleaned.
Poor child would have to be dry cleaned after the fright you gave her.
Well, how was I to know she was the daughter of the councillor?
That's my point, Eric. Now we are on the campaign trail, we have to treat everyone as a potential councillor's daughter.
Even the men?
Now you're being facetious. You need to be on your guard at all times, and when something like this happens, you need to be more, well, charming.
You saying I lack charm?
Oh, it's not a criticism, Eric. It is merely a problem-solving opportunity.
Ah, you're not tidying up in here again, are you?
Yeah, I just bought him a new duvet. His old one's looking a bit tatty.
And if you hoover this carpet anymore, you'll wear a hole in it.
Oh, am I becoming obsessed?
Yeah, just a bit.
Well, I just want it to be nice for when he gets back.
I know, love, I know.
Speaking of which, can you give him a call to see what time we can pick him up tomorrow?
Sure, but don't you want to speak to him?
No, I want to nip into Hot and pick up some of his favourite good to make it special.
Oh, no, that's a great idea.
You don't think it's too much?
No, with Mark coming home and you being transferred, it's time to celebrate. So here, while you're at it, get some beer in. And I don't want any change.
Thanks, Len.
How are you feeling this morning?
Just as bad as I did last night.
I still can't believe your dad reacted the way he did.
So much for getting my job back.
Well, maybe it was too much to expect.
What do you mean?
Well, you were in the wrong.
What is this, Bash Nicola week?
Maybe you should just leave it for a bit.
And maybe you should stop giving out advice.
We're only trying to help.
I know, I'm sorry. Just a bit stressed out. Can't believe my own dad's done this to me.
Why don't you go see Bernice? She knows what Rodney's like. Maybe she could offer you some advice.
Maybe I will.
If your face gets any longer, you'll have to get some scaffolding to keep your chin up. Didn't go well with her last night.
I've stopped all my financial support. I just hope she can survive on her own.
Rodney, she's 23 years old. She's old enough to stand on her own 2 feet.
No, I know, but if you can't help your own family, who can you help?
You sound as if you're trying to talk yourself into backing down.
I am not backing down.
Well, that's how it sounds. Listen, you had good reasons for sacking her in the first place. As far as I can see, she brought it on herself.
Maybe.
Sometimes I think you forget how patient you've been. That girl's had more breaks than Evel Knievel's legs. Nicola!
Morning, love.
Is Bernice in?
She's through the back. You know, I've always taken a certain amount of pleasure in watching you suffer. But this time I don't think you deserve it.
I'm not sure I agree.
I've always liked your work, Councillor. I find it, interesting. Of course, when I'm in office, I shall have to sort out the mess you made of the homeless issue in Houghton, but on the whole, I like what you've done.
Eric, the key to charming people is to flatter them, not make out you're better than they are.
Even though I am.
Yes, in order to win people round, you have to make them feel special, and you have to be as sincere as possible. If people don't believe you, how do you expect them to vote for you?
Gloria, I find it awfully difficult trying to be nice to people I don't like.
You're talking to me, Eric.
Yes, but you're pretending to be a councillor.
Well, pretend the councillor I'm pretending to be is someone you love.
Okay, let's try again. I'm so pleased to see you. I've been looking forward to this for some time. I'm a great admirer of your work, particularly the way you handle the homeless issue. Your policies are so interesting. I hope when it comes to my time, I can be as strong as you.
Now, that was very good.
Yes, well, it wasn't too difficult trying to pretend that you were somebody I loved.
Oh, Eric.
Oh, God. Look at that.
She's a brave woman.
You know, if I had to choose between kissing a dog or kissing Eric, I'd choose the dog.
Letitia, how low can you get?
What? Before kissing Eric? Go as low as a chihuahua.
Oh, I suppose it's all part of Gloria's new job, though, isn't it?
How do you mean?
I suppose it's the kind of thing you have to do when you're a spin doctor.
Which doctor more like?
Where are you going?
Oh, I've got to go up to home farm. Nanny's called in sick and they've no one to look after Josie.
What about our orders? Who's going to complete them?
Well, Letitia's cracking on.
This may be only piecework, but there are plenty of people out there who'd be glad of your job.
I know, I'll try and get back later on.
You need to get your priorities sorted out.
I will.
Why'd you put up with that?
Because we need money.
He's got a cheek, sitting out there like nothing's happened. Morning, love.
Well, maybe he's trying to draw a line between work and family life.
He should have thought of that before he gave me a job. I still can't believe he's taken Maggie's word over mine. I had it all planned out. I could have easily managed that place.
Well, you know what they say. She who plays with fire will, no doubt, either now or some point in the future, get herself burnt.
I hope she does.
Besides, it's probably for the best.
How can it be for the best? I've lost my job.
I'm sure someone with your unique talents won't have any trouble finding another one.
With a sacking on my CV. It's not going to be easy.
Well, you just have to bend the truth. You could do that.
How am I going to pay the rent?
Well, doesn't Jess pay you something for staying there?
Bit of beer money. She's still at school.
Oh, Nicola, you're not her mother, are you? If she's staying there, she should be paying full rent. Or somebody should.
Maybe you're right.
Look, at least if you had rent money coming in for the house, that'd be one less thing to worry about.
It still wouldn't be enough, though.
It's a start. Why don't you go and speak to her?
I can't believe that Dad's put me in this position.
When it comes down to it, Phil, I've probably forgotten more than you'll ever know about rubbish.
I envy you, Zach, I really do.
Afternoon, lads. Well, evident Bob the Builder. I'll be careful of him if I were you.
Why's that then?
He'll spread rumours about you before you know it. Call your shots.
Have to keep an eye on him then.
I would.
Picked up any more interesting rubbish this morning?
Well, you'll be surprised what folk throw away. One man's Mona Lisa is another man's pile of bricks.
Look, about yesterday, Zach, I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Well, you've changed your tune, haven't you?
Well, I was a bit quick off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob. It'll take more than this public grovelling to make peace with me.
Well, why don't I get you that pint you were after yesterday?
Ooh, that was yesterday. Today's another day. There's interest to be considered.
Well, it'll be a couple of pints then.
Now you're talking.
Phil?
Well, he'll have a couple too.
I've only got time for one.
Well, I'll have his other one.
Flippin' hell, Gasser, is that your bird?
Give me that back now.
I've seen storks with better legs than that.
Give me it back. Give it to him, James.
It's got a face like a Millie Dwelly, man.
James, give it. Get it.
Has the first edition of the Hot and Courier arrived yet?
It has, yes. I'm surprised there are no photographs of Mr. Pollard in it.
There's nothing about the Coffee Morning and Hotton, then?
No.
Good.
I thought you'd be trying to keep his profile up.
Well, despite what they say, not all publicity is good. What are you doing here?
I've come out for some lunch.
Well, I need you to get back to the factory. We're expecting a delivery.
Well, what are you doing?
Mr. Pollard and I are going out for some lunch.
Oh, it's all right for some folk. I can have an egg and cress, please. Ma'am, when was the last time you ate out? Proper, I mean, like at a restaurant?
Can't remember. I had sit-down fish and chips with your grandma in Scarborough last year. I don't suppose that counts, does it? What are you doing spending money on sandwiches?
Mum, I'm starving. I've got to eat.
What about ones I made you earlier?
Oh, the bread was rock hard.
Well, mine were all right.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll bring mine home tonight and you can have them for your tea.
It'd have been cheaper buying a fresh loaf.
If Danny made more of an effort, we wouldn't always be skint, would we?
He's trying his best.
I'd hate to see his worst.
Oh, come on, he's keen to contribute.
Mama, he can't even contribute fresh air.
Yeah, well, things will be better when he gets a job.
Well, I won't hold my breath.
Right then, you two have gone to see the governor. It weren't me. I don't care, come on.
He was asking for it, winding Gaz up. I'd stay out of this if I were you.
Yeah? What's this? Come on then, whose is it? Right then, I guess you'll both be paying a visit to the governor after all.
I'll come as a witness if you want.
Get back to your cell. I'll be back for you, Mark.
So what did they say when you phoned?
That there'd been some kind of incident on Mark's wing and they couldn't put me through.
Did they say what had happened?
No, they wouldn't tell me naught about it.
Oh, well, might just have been a drill or something.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Still, I'm glad it's just the one more night. I'll sleep a lot better when it's home.
We all will.
Now, Eric, I think it would be a good idea for you to practice your new technique whenever you get the chance.
Oh, I thought we'd finish all that for the day.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, but when you're perfect, why practice?
Eric.
Okay. How about Diane?
No, she's far too easy. Now there's a challenge.
Edna?
See if you can charm a drink out of her.
Edna, you're looking well today.
What do you want?
Pretend she's someone you love.
I've always admired your way with dogs.
And what would you know about it?
Well, it might come as a bit of a surprise, quite a lot, actually. My grandfather was a judge at Crofts.
Really?
He used to judge Tootsie's breed, well, amongst others. I've often thought when I've seen her out, he'd have been impressed with her gait. He would have thought, what a wonderful example of that breed. Hey, who knows her? Maybe even a champion.
You think so?
Oh, quite possibly.
Aye. I'll have another of those peace pints, please.
Another one in there, please, Diane.
Where's my lad today?
Sydney? I've got no idea. Up to no good, probably. You know what these youngsters are like.
Afternoon, all.
Oh, yeah.
What are you up to?
Me? Up to something? You must be thinking of somebody else.
So what you having done to the house, Zach?
What do you mean?
Well, when I came past, all the building work going on.
Building work? It must be our Lisa. She's been threatening to build a meat locker for months.
It wasn't Lisa, it was some young lad.
Young lad?
Uh-huh.
Building?
Yeah.
At our house?
Yeah.
If this has got out to do with you, you better not be here when I get back.
Have you been having tea and biscuits with the governor? What do you think? I wasn't in that long. Or James. Yeah, well, they obviously thought I was more interested. You didn't tell them, did you? You'd be quite happy to just stand there and let everybody else pay for your mistakes, wouldn't you? They'll take away my privileges too. Big deal. They're going to delay my release. Look, I'm sorry, Mark. How do you know James won't say anything? He won't. He knows how it works. What did you tell the governor? I didn't tell him anything. He's probably just calling you bluff about keeping you in. That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's supposed to be going home tomorrow.
How's life on the bins today?
Well, apart from the fact it's like working with the Muppets, it's all right, I suppose. Where's Anne-Marie?
She's in the bath.
I don't suppose any chance she might slip and drown?
Dad.
I'm only joking. Here, I brought this for you.
What is it?
Well, have a look.
What's this for?
It's for you. And don't let your mum get her hands on it. It's not for her to squander.
Just the two people I wanted to see.
And what can we do for you?
Well, as Jess seems to spend most of her time living with me, I think it's about time you started stumping up proper rent for her. I mean, it's the least you can do since your Maggie lost me my job.
I'm moving out, Nicola.
All right. Nice of you to let me know.
I was going to tell you, but you've hardly been around.
Well, I've had more important things to do.
I'm sorry.
Great.
Well, thanks for letting me stay.
Oh, neck, Dad. Take it easy, Will. If you're going to have a clutch out here, I'm not carrying you to hospital.
Have you been to the house?
Well, not yet. I'm just on my way. Why?
Going home for lunch, lads.
What have you done?
I hope it ain't too cold by the time you get in.
It's a shame we didn't have more time together. Maybe things would have been different.
Maybe.
Nah, your lousy personality would still have made my life a misery.
You've a cheek. You've barely been awake since we got here.
Well, I go into hibernation in October.
It takes him to the following September to wake up.
He's a hug. You take care of yourself.
I will.
Funny, eh? Maybe we've become more of a family than we thought.
Maybe.
Oh, hello, Puppet. Oh. I'm surprised she knows who you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what it sounds like.
I am doing my bit as well.
Of course you do. You're the one who hands her on.
Why didn't you stand up for me, Ashley? What's the matter?
What's the matter? Well, to be honest, I find all this friendly banter about us and babies hard, when the cold fact of the matter is our marriage has collapsed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
If you need to talk, I'm here.
Thank you, but I'm fine.
Batley won a prize once, you know.
Did he? Really?
Best of breed in the Hotham Show 1998.
Oh, marvellous. I would have thought he'd have done well in the obedience section, too. He was always such a well-behaved little thing.
Oh, he was.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, yes, please, Eric. I'll have a port, thank you.
A port for Edna, please, and my usual. Oh, dear. I seem to have left my wallet in the car.
Oh, I'll get it.
No, I'll go get it.
No, don't be silly. My treat.
Ah, thank you. Cheers.
I'd love to have seen the look on Zach's face.
You're about to get your chance now.
Right, you two. Get yourselves up that road and get my door sorted out.
Oh, what's wrong with it? It's a bit stiff.
I'll give you stiff, son.
None of this was our fault. If you hadn't nicked our materials, none of this would have happened.
If you leave stuff like that lying about the rubbish, it's bound to get picked up and recycled, isn't it?
Well, it has been recycled. It's your front door now.
Who are you then?
Hey! I'll have no fighting in my pub. If you want to take it further, I suggest you go out in the street.
Yeah, come on, lads. It was just a bit of fun.
Why don't you call it a one-all draw?
One-all draw. We can't get in our house. You'll be able to knock it down easy enough. I'll knock you down.
Take it easy, take it easy. The cement will still be wet.
Now, when we get back up there, it won't, will it?
Well, I'll give you a lift.
Right. You can pull it down and you can make it good.
Come on, shake on it. I'll get you all a drink.
Double scotch.
I'll call the police on you, like you've got no right to be in there.
They just came to help me with my stuff.
Well, I hope they haven't been boiling the kettle.
Thanks for letting me stay.
Probably see you around.
Probably not. I'm moving back with my mum.
So you're not going back to the holiday village?
No.
All right, well, it's not as bad as I thought.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, love.
Take care, Jess.
Safe journey.
On the seat,
I'll email you.
See ya.
Is everything going according to plan, then? You've got my dad wrapped around your finger, me out the way. Now you've driven Jess out of town. You must be really happy.
I am.
Yeah, not bad, you.
Sick of work.
Well, pack it in then.
I wish.
Yeah, I hate being skint.
You're looking pretty flush right now.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
You know, I could do with a bit of extra cash. By the time I finish paying the rent, there's nothing left for me or Kirk.
Tough times, eh?
Tastes like victory.
I must say, I was very impressed. You must really love the person you were thinking of.
I do.
Who was it, Eric?
Elgar.
Elgar. I see. Oh, how sweet. You were thinking of our favourite violin concerto.
No, I was thinking of the back of a £20 note.
Well, I think that's enough rehearsing. Tomorrow you can try it out on Councillor Ledbetter.
Don't you think we should practice a little bit more before then?
No. You seem quite sure of yourself. I'm certain you'll be able to win him round with your newfound charm.
What's this, Mark? Phone a friend?
Just phoning my mum.
I expect she's got a bit of a coming home party organised for you tomorrow.
I don't know.
She will have. Her only son coming home. She's probably been baking all weekend.
She doesn't bake. Besides, probably won't be going home now anyway.
It's not going to be that bad.
Of course it is. If they're going to take away my privileges, the first thing I'm going to lose is an early release. You know, this is all I need. Even if I do get out, it's still going to be hanging over me. Not just going to forget about all this, are they?
I wouldn't imagine so.
Not even my drugs.
No.
No way.
Well, if you're keen to get this sorted out, and you have any idea where those drugs came from, or who they belong to, then maybe you should see. Look, if you were on fire, most of these lads wouldn't spit on you. Don't think you owe them anything. Life's too short.